Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2. In the last episode, you're seeing it, man. We found 2 dead bodies. Count them, 2. Ibuki was hanging there. Yoko's been throat slitted and tied up to the fucking pillar. I don't know what the hell's going on 100% yet, but we got a lot more stuff to investigate before I can really come to any real conclusions. I can suspect whoever the fuck I want at this point, but I need more details before I have anything where I'm like dead set on guessing. Yeah, so we got places to go investigate. We already investigated the shit out of this place. We need to go to the hospital, we need to go to the motel, we need to go to the movie theater, basically everywhere on this island. I'm thinking I'm going to start with the hospital because that seems like the least interesting of the 3, because I've been to the hospital many times. So let's start with the least interesting place, and then we'll probably go motel, and then the movie theater is the one I'm most intrigued by, because I think we're going to get to watch the shitty movie that Nagito was complaining about when we first went to the movie theater. I'm actually really curious to see what the movie's about now. Also, hello, people.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. True that. Anyway, what's up, Kazuichi? Hey. Oh, hey, you prepared that surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
So? I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Didn't you get this from that shady-looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right.
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man.
No, that's impossible. Originally, surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed at the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen at the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera and monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning that even if another surveillance camera exists, it wouldn't be possible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it at all. You're right, you did work on that. Okay, well, I don't know how that's relevant to anything, but good to know. Wait, investigate the lobby first. What am I looking at? Just gonna look at the camera, I guess? There's a surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue's surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime.
Hey, Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right.
Oh, I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey.
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, that's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging like there is now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that, there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder, and without any hesitation, she climbed that stepladder of her own free will, and then she grabbed that rope, and that's all I saw. Candlelight being used must have been snuffed out or something because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man.
Well, if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so they can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine alley was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time, you said you didn't know the person wearing the hemp bag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself? So you rushed over to the music venue to try and stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does that mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? Yeah, there's no doubt. If so... Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. Well, of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure it out that easily. Yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the second floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room? But why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Also, I might just be overthinking it, but did she seem a little upset? Interesting. What's from the conference room? There was something in the conference room earlier, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, originally surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors. Alright. I already talked to him about that. I'm not reading that again. Okay. Moving on. Oh shit, Akane's here. Well then, Akane, what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to go guard the crime scene or whatever. What the heck? Anyway, I'm finally getting back to my normal self. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you win. Oh shit, let's go. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea, but it looks like they're out of stock. Looks like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be more in the empty rooms. There aren't any gowns?
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex set, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing? Are you saying I should wear the one I already wore? Ew, that's gross. Wearing clothes someone else is wearing is even grosser.
Like...
No time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mikan back at the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Well, that was odd. Should I look at these rooms? I should look somewhere else. Okay. I'm gonna try to look at all these rooms anyways. She said the conference room, so we're gonna head there. I'm just making sure that none of these matter. Okay, well, alright. Conference room, here we come. Why the conference room, though? I'm actually really curious. I'm forgetting what was in there before. I only looked in there once. What was in here? There wasn't a whole lot in here. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey.
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you there?
'Cause...
What? If you turn it on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What's fully exposed?
Hey.
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sounds of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. Squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. And I saw Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey.
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
Curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
A black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect. Black light-blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it? Holy shit! Are you saying the broadcast came from here? Is that possible? I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret. Yep, she's upset. But still, what was that all about? That bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you. Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? Guess I'm done investigating the hospital. Should move on to a different place. That's it? That's all we get? Are you fucking kidding me? It's a really big window. What the heck, man? That's it? Chiaki, for real? Did I do something to make you angry?
That's wrong.
Angry, I think. Well, are you or aren't you? If you're not angry, you wouldn't have done something so weird.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm already over what happened earlier, so you don't have to worry about it.
I think...
Is she teasing me? Chiaki's a weirdo. She's one of the harder to like characters just because I don't know what the hell to read from her. She's just so weird. She just does weird shit. She's so awkward and weird. Like, it's one thing to be an awkward, weird gamer girl, but like she's just weird as a person, not necessarily because she's a gamer girl. Hey, it looks like my my egg hatched, so we have a new Chibimi. Cool. Awesome. Alright. I just wanted to see what that was all about since the thing popped up. I'm level 40 now. I've gone up 2 levels from investigating. Super cool. Awesome. Alright. Well, we're out of here. Say goodbye to Le Hospital. Off to El Motel. Let's go. To the Motel Hotel Holiday Inn. I don't... Nah, this is probably faster than going all the way the other way. Run, Hajime, run! Alright, Bates Motel, here we come. I'm guessing, what's his face? Gundam's here? Yep. Oh, and Fuyiko. Alright. I just remembered, I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. Might be faster to just ask someone. That's the plan!
So
You're here, right? Come on out! Huh? Are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers? That's a good question. Make sure you pray. Alright, Fuyiko, anything?
Damn
Hey,
right.
Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body? It was the same when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from the baton line. However, there was no body discovery announcement made, and that's when I went to go get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue, we met up with Mikan and me. Got it. And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discover Hyoko's body was suddenly there, too. Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki? As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found. Okay, so Monami was here. Okay, besides Chiaki, I also saw Gundam and Monami.
I see.
So Kazuichi and Sonya didn't appear, huh? You think those two are suspicious?
Like,
Well, Hyoko was killed between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously those two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us. That might be it, but while we're at it, let me tell you my alibi, too. When the morning Monokuma announcer woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared. So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there. Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well,
No. We went to the movie theater, and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki. We didn't see anyone. Are you implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were out and looking for our Ibuki wasn't very long. In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Hyoko and wrapped her around the pillow with duct tape. It's true. I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music venue. But the fact that Hyoko was killed and we did discover her body.
huh?
What? You still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry. Even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete. I'd want to know in advance what I've done to end up like that. Alright, so we got his alibi or whatever. Got it. Anything else? Probably not. I don't think any of the other rooms are going to matter here. I think Hyoko's room's the only one we're going to go to. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Looks like it's locked, but we got the key. Maybe if I use this. Boom, shakalaka, it opened, just as I thought this key was Hyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. My underwear is prepared. Let's go. So Hyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted. Oh, and Sonya's here.
Oh my!
Huh? Did the door open? Yeah, Hyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen? No, it is just... I am starting to believe it might be my fault. Her fault? What does she mean? Before I talk to her... Aha! The last Monokuma doll. Found him! I was gonna say, if this isn't where it's at, I don't know where the hell it's gonna be. Got it! And we got 400 coins now. We need to start getting some more presents. The moment Hyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room. She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However...
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason. Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
Perhaps...
Her kimono. Her kimono? Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hyoko was crying and struggling with her kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower. But then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono. Or her kimono. No, that's me. She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
You are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hyoko told me that she learned how to tie her sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics. That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps...
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did. What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue? If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
Okay. And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Hyoko remembered that? Are you saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside her kimono. I can't imagine that she was abducted by someone. If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Nobody knew? If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Dun dun dun. Something is definitely weird here. Alright, what else we got to explore here? Should we look at everything? Every time Monokuma shows up on these screens, he can suck a D. This bed isn't messed up. It doesn't look like she was abducted in her sleep. Okay. What about the bathroom? There's a mirror, but it's so small and rusty. There's no way anyone can use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcibly abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well! Really? That's it? We're done here? Came in here for a Monokuma doll and a Sonya confession, and that's it, huh? Alright. Nothing special there, I guess. At least not yet, anyways. Alright, are we done here? I guess we're done here. Off to the movie theater with us. We must go see the movie. I'm excited. This movie better be a 10 out of 10. Should I check down here too? I'm gonna check down here too. Just in case. Run through electric avenue. Should I check on this shit? Let's see. Apparently all the machines. I don't know. Should I even bother with any of this shit? Nothing looks like it's different than it was before. Various laptop, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's just go. There's not really anything here that I feel like I need to look at. feel like if there is, they'll tell me to. So let's just head over to the goddamn movie theater and watch The Wizard of Manami, or whatever movie's actually showing. And there's my boy Nagito, of course.
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Hajime. I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case in which the killer used that movie as their theme. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched that movie yet.
I see.
I see. Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Manager, a customer's here.
Did you call
Yes? Did you call me?
me? Well, what?
Huh? Hachime's the customer. You have a problem with that?
What are you gonna
And
do?
you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Sundeer Hajime looks like, then you're a really tough guy. You were so devoted to being Sundeer, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker? It's nothing.
Listen
In
up!
exchange for not watching this movie, Hajime paid $1.5 million for a Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito? Stop it. My resistance was in vain, and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker. See, it's this one! I'm sorry I was born stupid. You bought this for $1.5 million? Oh. But in the end, he's still gonna watch the movie. Who cares? Oh, who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. Oh, sorry. It already says so on the invitation ticket, but it's only effective today at this time. Also, it's a 2.5D movie, dude. I'm excited. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date on the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat. Don't worry, I only plan to watch it once.
Look forward
And I'll
to
go
it,
prepare the
okay?
projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hajime, about that invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe. Huh? Why? No reason. Just think of it as a protective charm. Okay. Proof that I haven't seen the movie until this day. Everyone only gets one ticket. Everything that Monokuma just said about the ticket and being able to see it once, is gonna matter, I think. Interesting little detail there. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes his preparations. Okay. Anything else, Nagito?
impossible.
Hajime, I can't believe you bought that thing. And you paid $1.5 million for it too? But even you said you should have just settled it with money to get out of seeing that movie. You're right, but that means I would have had to buy that thing, you know? Just leave me alone. That reminds me, that item should be on top of the counter. Gone. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth with a decal of Monami's face on it. Ah, did you catch your eye? Blah, blah, blah. It's a limited time island. Only one person can have it. If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Oh there! Were you interested in buying that tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's too bad. It's already sold out. Who'd you sell it to?
You're
Stupid!
so
There's no way I'd fall for
stupid.
that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it.
Shocking.
Uh-oh. I remember you said that there was only one because it's a limited item, right? It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person. What's the difference?
Hey!
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes. For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Huh. Interesting.
Well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now
Looks like the
then.
preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait!
This is
I can't
exciting!
wait!
Exciting! Cool. Question about Monokuma's confession there. I want to just see what it says specifically. Monami tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. It's a limited item because only one person can buy it. Apparently you can get another bag for free when you purchase it. So if we find one bag, we may have proof that there was two. Interesting. Okay. Noted. Alright, the moment we've all been waiting for, my friends. Let's watch a movie. Movie theater. Inside theater. I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Manami 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this. 2.5D, that sounds so half-assed. Oh, just talk shit on every 2.5D game ever. Get wrecked.
Now, Ben, please relax and enjoy the film.
Indeed I will. Please be fully voice acted. Please. Please. Here we go. What the fuck?
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
That's already ridiculous.
One day, Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monami's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monami, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires. Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monami scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monami scarecrow hanged herself and died. He also met a Monami lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monami tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monami, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monami. And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury. And he lived happily ever after. The end.
What the actual fuck? Weird. And that's why everybody said that if there was a third kill, it'd be an imitation murder. But there was only 2 kills. So what the fuck?
Phew.
Man, movies are the best. That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, 1 for each head. You mean each eye? Well, you know, yeah, whatever.
So...
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe this situation. It wasn't much of a movie. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie matched the victims in this case. Buki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too. I guess it does. This suspended him up and shot her with arrows. I guess that's possible.
but...
It would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now. Or, if the killer's main goal is just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, but I'm not sure if that's even true. The Wizard of Manami has been added to the truth. Okay. That's it, huh? No more investigation. Wow, it didn't even take me a half an hour barely to get all through that. Wow, wow, wow.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome! The class trial's gonna start, you know.
Oh, I know.
So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time? So, this again? I need to go to that place again? But now's not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hiyoko became victims, in order to find the truth, the only thing I can do is go. Well then, guys, I am a little bit flabbergasted by what like, I don't have enough to even come up with a real, you know, culprit off the top of my head right now. Like, I don't even have, I got nothing. Like, I could guess any one person, sure, but there are details that we can come to conclusion with, but I don't think we can even come up with a real suspect right now, unless there's just something I'm overlooking. I don't know. Let me look at my truth bullets real quick. Maybe I can come up with something. So, blood on the soles of the feet. This pretty much tells me that one of them, or sorry, that Hiyoko definitely died first. That tells me that. There's no doubt cause was Ibuki hanging herself with a rope. Motel key was found inside her kimono. This thick scrap of paper. I don't know what this is supposed to help me figure out is the problem. I just don't know. Music venue curtain bought from the supermarket, not something that was there originally. They're trying to match the room in the conference room. Like, there's some weird stuff going on with that. Was the broadcast actually from the conference room? Is that what she was implying by that? Because I'm not sure. Anyway, stepladder was found on the music venue stage, tipped on the side with blood on it. Candle was definitely used in the video for lighting. This was smashed to pieces. Temperature was cranked to 86 to change the... so you couldn't tell how long they've been dead. There's a smudge on the floor that belonged to Hiyoko, maybe. What is this glob? I don't understand what this glob is. What is this glob? I don't know what the glob is, man. Why is the glob there? Why does it matter? Okay. Right up when Monokuma Mikan was with Hajime. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki is gone. She rushed out to search for Ibuki. She apparently met up with Fujiko. Okay. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital shows a person dressed in the hospital gown wearing a hemp bag. Okay. See this? I'm thinking in the video, this might not actually be Ibuki on video. That's one thing I've been thinking since the very beginning, pretty much. We see one person in the video, we never actually see them get hanged, and then we go to the thing and they're hanged already. So what I'm saying is Ibuki might have been hanging there for a long time already. You know what I mean? So it's possible that Ibuki died way earlier than what we got shown. You know what I'm saying? Very possible. Fujiko's account, which just basically says that he met with Mikan in front of the hospital. They split a float for Ibuki. They checked the theater in the avenue. Apparently Fujiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Sonia was distraught because her kimono was disheveled. And Sonia apparently told her about the mirror in the venue. The movie ticket is what we just got. One ticket passed out per person, and the date was passed out. The date it was passed out is printed on the ticket. So maybe everyone will have their ticket, and that'll help us confirm something. I don't know. Monokuma's account talks about how you can only buy the bag when you can get buy one, get one free. Of course, there was Minami. There was a total of 3 deaths. First, the Scarecrow with hanging herself. The Monami Lion was pumped with arrows. And the Tin Man died by getting chopped into metal pieces. Maybe the chopped into metal pieces is the machine that got beaten to bits. Maybe that's the third thing. I don't know. Who the fuck gives a shit about this movie, though? Why would they even bother to reenact it? I don't even know, man. Anyway, even going over the bullets just now did not help me with anything. Just saying. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock. Oh yeah, is Nekomaru gonna show up? And soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Woo!
Oh, you jerk. Hold it right there.
Mono
enemy.
What?
Such
Don't get
a
in my
dumb
way. You're just a
child.
dumb little sister who's short a few brain cells.
Hey,
My brain works just fine.
hey,
Monokuma, what did you do to Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
Yes.
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like, you say, oops.
Anyway.
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
Bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't
Now,
let
hold
you.
on, I won't let you escape.
Hey, hey!
You already said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru's dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way. Not in a million years.
Well,
More importantly, it'd be best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
how about it?
Who knows? Maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail. What are you saying, fiend? You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, you're right. You right. Huh. Okay, I don't know. Should we talk to everybody real quick? I'm kind of trying to just, like, take my time right now. Just as I thought, this particular incident. Oops, we continue this later, right, Hajime? What's wrong with him? He's even creepier than usual. Gundam, what do you got to say about the situation, sir? It's about time I showed my serious side.
Let's make
Jeez,
history.
how troublesome. But I suppose I can display my true power for the sake of our two fallen comrades. Okay.
This is
Hey,
bad.
what did Monokuma mean just now? Don't tell me Nekomaru's already. Don't get distracted by Monokuma. We need to focus on the class trial right now. I know, but...
I'm gonna
Hey,
do it!
what are you whining about? Hurry up and get this over with already. And then we can greet Coach Nekomaru with open arms when he comes back.
Jeez.
I already figured this, but it's best if we don't rely on Monami all that much. She's just saying stupid things and it'll make us even more confused. Maybe we should shut her up for good. Maybe we should.
Hey,
Let's go. There's no time to waste. I know it's sad, but we need to move forward. And then we need to end this once and for all. Kyoko, it must be my fault, after all.
well,
And I must learn the truth behind this murder most foul. Now then, let us proceed. Don? I haven't been helpful at all. I couldn't even figure out an estimated time of death. I'm sorry. I'm such a useless piece of trash. Okay. Wow, we are really low on people all of a sudden, man. It's crazy. We got less than 10 people left all of a sudden. It's crazy. Crazy. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock. And that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. Indeed. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, away we go. No Nekomaru to be found. Okay. Nope, there's only 9 of us now, less than 10, as I said. The elevator began its deep descent as usual. Nobody said a word. As we stood there trying to figure out what to say to each other, the elevator descended deeper and deeper. Huh. Man, I don't really have a good suspect here. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through it from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. My! It feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either. Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No,
Why
no.
bother?
That's
What?
well now.
Now then, let's begin! It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. Oh, of course I will. You know me. And so, the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miyota, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Kyoko Saionji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. She was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed them those two is the person who killed those two is among us. Indeed. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friend's sake, for Ibuki and Yoko's sake. And so, the curtain to the third-class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billing with hope and despair, has begun. Booyaka, baby. We're gonna have to start it a little bit to squeeze in, you know. I don't want to waste. I got time, but I don't have, you know, a lot of time to make it into an episode. So we're probably just gonna get to like the first arguments, and then we're gonna stop. It's gonna be weird, but we did that with the last trial as well. It's just gonna happen because of time. Shit. You know what I didn't do? I didn't buy any new techniques from Monami. Bitchin'. Not in a good way. I do have this from finishing, effective during... Wait, what? Oh, this could be helpful. Alright, let's grab that for sure. I didn't even say bitchin'. I meant to say, like, that's shitty that I didn't fucking buy more techniques from Monami. I don't think I can right now either, right? Dang it. I don't think I can. Ooh, I'm just gonna have to live with the techniques I have. I meant to do it before we got to the person who died, but it happened so fast I didn't even get a chance to think about it. I've been doing this investigation, not remembering that I needed to buy some new moves. I guess I could technically just reload my save, although I did just save it, didn't I? Yeah, I don't want to have to go through all that again. Oh well, we'll just do the trial without extra moves. What can I say?
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Sure.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Oh my god. Soda's being a dick already. He did it. I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. At this point, I'm just looking for any reason to accuse somebody so I can start working my way through the details as to why they didn't do it.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Yeah, get fucked.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Sure.
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
It's just as Kazuichi said. Nikito's the kind of guy who can just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it, I shouldn't have explained it to Nikito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. It's true though. I would suspect me too if I was any of the other people. As soon as I heard my story, I would think I was possibly the one that done it too. So Nikito's not wrong for suspecting me, even if he's doing it in a dickish way.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Oh, there's my alibi right there. That's it right there. The fact that I saw the movie, but that's after the fact. Alright. Got
Hajime's
it.
testimony is clearly suspicious.
I was just waiting to see what I could refute there.
Then the fact that Ibuki hung
Because I just saw the movie today, bitch.
That
So I
would
couldn't
also
have
be
read.
a lie.
I couldn't have.
I don't think
It's
I can
weird that
deny
Nagito would be the one to
possibility.
say that too, because clearly there's a
After
contradiction
all,
there.
Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
Boom shakalaka,
that's
bitch! I just watched that shit today. Suck it.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation.
I got no problems with this. All it did was strengthen the fact that I didn't do it. The end.
It also provides a good warm-up.
And that too.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it? I have no idea. I think it might have something to do with that green gunk we found on the fucking door. I just don't know what the hell that shit is. It's just weird.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
That person's remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that with my evidence. Okay, so we have a contradiction here. This is good.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
I mean, that's the part I'm
You can
disagreeing
use that
with,
as a
but
bolt to lock
yeah.
the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay, so there's only a couple of things to contradict here. And that's either...
The killer was still inside the music venue.
So,
by locking the door
lock
from the inside, they tried to keep us.
It seems they were
or
trying
stall
to
for
stall
time.
How did they lock the door? That door
So,
should
and
not
my
have had a
options
lock.
are surveillance monitor, motel room
The lock
key,
was on the floor
scrap
in
of
front
thick
of the door.
paper, step ladder, and the
Are
glob.
you talking about the broken
So the
door?
glob
You
is
can
the only
use
thing I
that as a
got,
by
and I'm
doing
gonna.
that. Wait
There's
until
only
we
two
get-
options
and
to
suddenly
contradict.
So they look like the
I'm not
kind
sure
seen
which
in
one this
serial
contradicts.
crime
I'm
dramas.
assuming it's the one from locking it from the inside. So let's just
The
see.
killer was still in by locking the door from the inside.
Oh my god, I'm trying to get rid of this. Are you serious?
They tried to keep us
Are you
from getting in.
serious?
It seems they were
How did they lock the door?
I was trying to shoot the
The
stupid
lock
white
was on the
noise,
floor.
but it wouldn't let me.
You can use that
I
as
just
a by doing
knocked
that.
down hella
Wait
seconds
until
like
we
an
get,
idiot.
and suddenly it.
Thanks,
So they
game.
look like, I have seen this in serial crime
Thanks for your
dramas.
awesome controls.
The killer was still inside by locking the door from the inside.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, let's talk about this glob, because I have no idea what the fuck this shit is. It's some kind of green glob of stuff. I have no idea.
Hold on a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably... terrible tasting, so I'm going with glue.
I see! That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Yeah.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Aww, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
That's what I was thinking this whole time, buddy.
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
That scrap was stuck on the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. Wallpaper! We really have to Hangman Gambit this shit? Really? Most annoying minigame in this one? Maybe not the most, but one of them. Yep, wallpaper fits. Going with wallpaper. Alright, speed this bitch up. P. Get out of here. W is what we need, baby. Alright, I need an A. Let's try not to fuck up the buttons this time. Definitely don't need an E for a while, so I'm just gonna get rid of these. I won't need another A for a few minutes, so we'll just get rid of those as well. Definitely need L's. Oh god, there was two L. The L and the that was not even fair. Didn't even give me a chance, man. Wall. Pay. Dang it. I don't need another W. I don't need another R for a minute. Need this A though. Another P, another P. Oh shit, no, I'm doing right. Those are just crashing. Wow, this is the fastest I'm gonna do any of them. Amazing! I did it! It's wallpaper! Wow, I can't believe I did that right. Well, that's because that's the first time in the three or four hand games I knew the word right away.
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yes, it is!
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Yep.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearance?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
The scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was part of that wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Next time on Let's Play Danganronpa 2. Yep, I'm cliffhanging you. I think we're about to play that logic mind mini game where we surf through the thing. I think that's what we're about to play. So, in the next one we'll do that. I still am not 100% sure I have a concrete suspect that I want to just throw out there yet. This is very interesting. But I'm not confused on the details yet. I think the details are just going to make the answer become clear. This is just interesting because I don't really have a good suspect. I like it. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Peace!